The Sahara Desert, an endless ocean of sand and silence, stretching farther than the eye can see, its golden waves rolling beneath a sky that rarely offers shade or mercy. Here the wind whispers ancient secrets, carrying stories of lost travelers and forgotten empires across the dunes. In this vast expanse, time seems to stand still. Days blur into nights, and the shifting sands erase all traces of those who pass through, as if the desert itself is guarding its mysteries. For centuries, its dunes have swallowed secrets, ancient relics, lost cities, and the hopes of explorers who dared to challenge its might. The Sahara is a living archive, its history hidden just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. But in early 2025, the desert was about to reveal its oldest mystery yet. A mystery that had slumbered beneath the sands for millennia, untouched by time or human hand. In the Tenere region, so desolate it's called the desert within a desert, something ancient waited beneath the sands. This is a place where even the bravest hesitate, where the silence is so deep it feels alive. Local Tuareg nomads spoke in hushed tones of a place where compasses spun wildly and the earth itself seemed to hum. A forbidden zone they called the place of the metal sky. For generations they avoided it, believing it to be cursed or touched by something not of this world. Into this unforgiving landscape came Dr. Aris Thorne and his team, not searching for bones or pottery, but chasing a ghostly anomaly buried deep below. Their mission was driven by rumors, satellite images, and a sense that history itself was calling out to be uncovered. Their camp, a flicker of technology in the wilderness, buzzed with anticipation and fear. Every night the wind rattled their tents, as if the desert itself was warning them to turn back. Yet the promise of a discovery that could rewrite human history was more powerful than any fear the desert could conjure. As the first signals came in from beneath the sand, the team realized they were on the edge of something extraordinary, something that would change everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Dr. Thorne's journey began not with legend, but with a single, inexplicable data point from a new geological satellite. The satellite detected a focused, intense magnetic signature, unlike any natural formation, deep beneath the Tenere sands. Thorne, always the iconoclast, assembled a team of archaeologists, geophysicists, and metallurgists, framing the mission as a meteorite hunt to secure funding. The object was massive, 50 meters long, teardrop-shaped, buried under 30 meters of sand, pulsing with a steady, unnatural rhythm. Mainstream science dismissed it as a glitch, but for Thorne, it was a siren's call. Project Oasis was born, not just a dig, but a quest to solve a fundamental mystery. Was this a relic of a lost civilization or something not of this earth? Pinpointing the anomaly was a challenge in the featureless desert. The Sahara stretched endlessly in every direction, a sea of sand and silence, offering no clues to what lay hidden beneath its surface. The team's only guide was a faint, inexplicable signal, barely a blip on their instruments, but enough to spark curiosity and drive them forward. The team deployed survey drones, mapping the subsurface with radar and magnetometers. Each flight revealed subtle shifts in the sand, and the data began to hint at something extraordinary. Scientists worked tirelessly under the relentless sun, calibrating equipment and analyzing every reading, determined not to miss a single detail. Days of scanning revealed a perfectly symmetrical teardrop-shaped object, utterly alien in the chaotic geology. The digital overlays showed sharp, clean lines where nature should have been random. The team realized they were looking at something that defied all expectations, something that simply shouldn't exist in this place. Excitement and dread swept the camp as excavation began, using sonic machines to peel back the sand. Every layer removed brought new anticipation, as if the desert itself was reluctant to surrender its secret. The hum of machinery mixed with the tense whispers of the team, each person aware they were on the verge of a historic discovery. The first glimpse, a flash of purplish-grey metal, impossibly smooth and seamless. It caught the sunlight in a way no ordinary metal could, reflecting a spectrum of colors that seemed almost otherworldly. The surface was unmarred by time or sand, as if it had only just arrived. As more was revealed, the object's scale and strangeness became undeniable. It was massive, dwarfing the people working around it, and its contours were unlike anything seen before. The team exchanged glances, equal parts exhilaration and disbelief, knowing they were witnessing history in the making. Dr. Thorne, lowered into the pit, touched the surface, triggering a low, resonant hum that vibrated through the ground. The sound was felt as much as heard, a deep pulse that seemed to awaken something both in the object and in the earth itself. The team froze, hearts pounding, as the implications sank in. The metal was cool, flawless, and felt grown, not built. Its texture was unlike any alloy known to science, and it seemed to resist all attempts at scratching or denting. The sensation was uncanny, almost as if the object was alive, or at least aware of their presence. The team stood in awe, realizing they'd uncovered something that would change the world. Their excitement was tinged with fear, for they knew that whatever this was, it was not of this earth. The possibilities and the dangers were limitless. The desert had given up a secret beyond imagination, and nothing would ever be the same again. The object's material was the first enigma, an alloy of known elements, but bonded in a way that defied physics. It was light, strong, heat-resistant, and absorbed light, giving it a deep purple-grey hue. Etched across its surface were glowing symbols, neither language nor code, but something in between, communicating through touch and light. The markings suggested astronomical charts, circuit diagrams, and biological forms, hinting at a culture far beyond our own. No human civilization could have created this. The object was not just a relic, it was a message, a library, a challenge to our understanding. The more the team studied, the less they understood. It was ancient, advanced, and utterly alone, a perfect enigma. A thermal scan revealed a cool spot near the tip of the artifact. With a steady hand, Dr. Thorne pressed it, feeling the faintest vibration beneath her fingertips. To her astonishment, the metal seemed to ripple like water, dissolving before her eyes and revealing a perfectly cut triangular entrance in the ancient structure. The desert wind stilled as if holding its breath, and the team exchanged glances. This was the moment they had been waiting for. Inside, the air was unexpectedly cool and carried a faint metallic tang. The walls glowed softly, casting shifting patterns of light that danced across the explorers' faces. Strange symbols, the same as those found on the artifact, pulsed gently, as if alive, illuminating the chamber with an otherworldly radiance. The chamber was vast and echoing, its emptiness magnified by the soft hum that seemed to emanate from the very walls. Yet, despite its emptiness, there was a sense of presence, an invisible watcher, or perhaps the memory of those who had built this place, lingering in the air. A spiraling ramp beckoned the team deeper into the structure, its surface smooth and strangely warm to the touch. As they descended, the tunnel walls came alive with pulsing fiber optics, glowing in rhythmic patterns, like veins carrying energy through the body of some ancient, slumbering giant. The hum intensified with every step, growing from a gentle vibration to a deep resonance that echoed in their bones. The explorers felt both exhilarated and uneasy, as if the structure itself was aware of their presence, responding to their movement. In a smaller, circular chamber at the end of the ramp, they found the source of the energy, a breathtaking sight. Interlocking rings of glowing metal spun silently in mid-air, orbiting a pulsing sphere of light that seemed to defy gravity. The air vibrated with power, and the team instinctively stepped back, awestruck. The machine was still active, its mechanisms moving with a precision that suggested it had been running for thousands of years without pause. Its purpose was a mystery. Was it a generator, a beacon, or something far beyond human understanding? It was a power source, an engine, or perhaps a relic of a civilization whose science bordered on magic. The energy it emitted was unlike anything the team had ever encountered, both beautiful and intimidating in its intensity. The team could only stare, overwhelmed by the undeniable proof of a technology far beyond their comprehension. In that moment, they realized they were standing at the threshold of a discovery that could change everything they knew about history. and perhaps about humanity itself. News of the discovery leaked to top scientists and governments, sparking disbelief and alarm. Experts declared the alloy impossible, the machinery beyond any known physics. The energy source was clean, stable, and left no radiation, a perfect engine. The lack of controls or wiring baffled engineers. The object was a technological leap beyond imagination. The military moved in, locking down the site and declaring it a matter of global security. Scientists wanted to study it openly, but governments demanded secrecy. The find challenged the foundations of science and history, but was deemed too dangerous for public knowledge. The world's greatest discovery became its most closely guarded secret. The Sahara find echoed past mysteries, the Antarctica incident, the Amazon anomaly, where anomalous structures were found, then swiftly hidden. Each time, discovery was followed by blackouts suggesting a pattern of suppression. Are these objects probes from an alien civilization or remnants of a forgotten, advanced Earth culture? The Sahara object was only different because Thorne's team got there first. These parallels hint at a secret history, a puzzle spanning continents and centuries. The Sahara discovery may be just one piece of a much larger cosmic mystery. Within a week, the site was locked down, military exclusion zone, media blackout, and the original team under house arrest. The dig became a top-secret installation. Scientists were isolated, their devices confiscated. The promise of revelation was replaced by ruthless suppression. Compartmentalization kept the full truth hidden, even from those inside. Yet, in the digital age, secrets leak: satellite photos, redacted documents, and most chillingly, a sound file from inside the object. Whispers turned to rumors, fragments of truth surfacing on the dark web. But the most significant leak was yet to come. The most chilling leak was an audio file from inside the object. A low hum overlaid with faint organic scraping and chittering. A thermal image showed shifting pockets of warmth in unexplored sections, consistent with living organisms. Was the object a tomb, a vessel, or something else? Could its occupants still be alive or awakening? Theories exploded: alien ark, time travelers, survivors of a lost civilization. The mystery deepened: impossible materials, active machinery, and now, evidence of life. Something was stirring within the ancient shell, waiting for millennia. The questions now outnumbered the answers. What do you think lies inside that teardrop of impossible metal? The desert's greatest secret may be the one just beginning to wake.